Oh my god, you guys, it's bad. It's really, really bad. Oh my god, their hand was caught in the cookie jar 4K in 3D HD. I do not know the words I'm saying. Ah! Oh my god. They actually came out and did it in broad daylight after months of denials, after the fans have been screaming at it, after all the refuted allegations. They have been exposed in the most devious and diabolical way possible. Now, for those of you who have no idea why I'm about to have a freaking heart attack, let me set the stage for you, if you will allow me. Months ago, when all the news of Winx first came out, if you remember, I'm pretty sure I have a video where I stated
Asha, however you say it, looks gorgeous. But I zoomed in on the hair and it kinda looked AI. And I'm like, I don't know if it's just the whole scare. So then I started looking at hands and I'm like, okay. You can always tell with the hands.
everyone thought the Winx outfit looked kind of weird, that the vibes were off. Allegations of AI quickly surfaced, and the crew behind Winx immediately squashed all allegations, said this is false, this is rumors, this is lies, this is slander. And everybody took their word for it because we were at the time where, yes, a lot of people are AI conscious, but at the same time, nobody wants to falsely accuse people because it was the era where some actual genuine artists would get accused of AI, using it in their project, and then it would turn out to be not true and you've ruined someone's life. So people were cautious and we were trustworthy of them. This is Winx. They've done this for like 9 seasons now. Why would they lie to us? Well, coming to us hot off the press is Roxy at Spicy Roxy, who has been at the head, tail, and anus of everything Winx related. Rainbow just straight up admitting they are using AI for the Winx reboot is insane. These people literally used to hire actual fashion designers. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the screenshot of Rainbow CGI hiring for a prompt engineering expert. Now, I did not want to believe this. I couldn't believe this. I went online myself. And if you're asking who the fuck is Rainbow CGI, they are the company behind Winx and a bunch of other things too. Like if you go on them, they've done like Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, the Ice Age movies, Mia and Me, Monsters High, even Angry Birds. I did not know they did a Winx movie, and looking at the poster, I do not want to know. They are based in Rome. They're an Italian company. Italian. I don't know why that sounded wrong. And their founder is, I'm gonna butcher this name, Eugenio Strafari and Francesco Mazzrofili. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I tried my best. Now we have a picture of Francesco on the website, but we can't find Ignacio. I do not know why. They are the founders of the studio that make Winx, and they are the ones that got caught posting an actual advert hiring a prompt engineer. Now, when I went to the website, all I could find was a job listing for Blender 3D art. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Maybe this was fake, but the person I was talking with about this, Tay Devil Demon, went out of their way and found the actual LinkedIn post. I think this is in Italian, but it's right here. It's still up on LinkedIn. It was posted 3 days ago. They are hiring for a prompt engineer, and all the comments are dunking on them saying, hey, why don't you hire like actual artists? Like Roxy said, these people used to hire fashion designers, and now all the Lego pieces are falling into place. Remember back when the designs, the actual first designs came up that some people like, some people didn't like. Now with that lens, you're like, yes, this is what an AI would think Winx concepts are, because these new outfits, it's left a lot of people devices. Because remember when I reviewed just a few days ago the K-pop Demon Hunter like trailer review, and I was like, this is what I wanted from Winx. They had layers, they had textures, they had variety. This just felt like a bunch of items that were slapped together with like the machine, like, okay, sporty, cool girl, techno wear, like it all makes sense in retrospect, but we try not to believe it. Even the other image, if you remember this one, where I pointed out, I said, this fucking looks AI, and I'm sorry if it's not. Something that I noticed that nobody else did. If you go to the official Winx YouTube channel, this is the thing that pisses me off. They tried so hard to deny this. In Roxy's post, you see a message conversation with Ignacio himself denying when people were bringing forth like allegations and proof, like this one image of Aisha, and I'm like, how did they find this? He said, we did not use AI, so I don't know what are they talking about. The new design for the Winx has been created years ago and nobody even know about AI. I think this is like, English is probably not his first language. I am surprised that they are trying to find something that does not exist. It is probably a rumor spread by our competitors. I would be so sad if this was a lie, but to get to my point, if you go to the YouTube channel 4 months ago, they posted a behind the scenes on the 21st anniversary. Oh, this is Ignacio. It says with Ignacio. This is him in the video. He's touring the studio, and you can see they're having emphasis on, hey, these things are drawn. And it goes to the poster that was in the controversy at the time, the one poster where people were like, hey, this is AI. This is not the same image. This is not this. This was probably what was generated by AI, and they probably painted over it, or vice versa. And I am just disgusted on a metaphysical level. Again, I will probably hang myself if I'm wrong, because this is not something that I would personally take lightly. But how can you go so long, months, denying that you use AI, and then in broad daylight on LinkedIn, you post a job application for your prompt engineers? How can you deny that you use AI when you are hiring ChatGPT and Midjourney, whatever, to do your thing? And another thing that even just pisses me off royally, I knew from frame one that Aisha's hair was AI. I didn't want to say anything because back when AI was first being introduced and everyone was playing with it, I noticed that AI is really fucking good at coming up with creative as fuck hairstyles for black women. When I saw that Aisha didn't have the standard typical box braids or afro, the default for black women and men, but if you notice in the first like iterations or the AI prompts, it was black braids. But if you go, because a lot of artists have a hard time with like textures, and like 4C hair is like very difficult. Even we in the real world have a hard time manipulating it. So it's very hard for people to come up with creative ways to style black hair without it coming off as just unoriginal or just not possible. But AI, because it just copies and pastes things, is like, oh, we can put this texture on this type of person, or we see this type of hairstyle. It's able to come up with something wacky and out there that actual artists, it will take them time to do so. But I'm not saying that they can't. Like Roxy said, they hired actual fashion designers. It is possible to hire artists who can create the most intricate and beautiful black hairstyles. Fucking go on Google and type black hairstyles. I'm pretty sure I have images up of different varieties. But these companies don't want to take risks on artists and go and have it go wrong. But they're willing to take risks on AI. Can you tell? I'm fucking livid. That is why I kind of had my gripes about this before, but now I don't care anymore. Introducing Winx TVC. I've been working on this merch drop for a long time. I actually found a very good Winx artist. Her name is Libby. It's talent oozing out of every pore of this woman. God have mercy. I love everything about this. I took inspiration from different eras of Winx when humans actually created it, and created my own version of it. So if you want to support actual artists who create things with their own hand and not a machine that churns up and spits out stolen data, please check out my merch store, buy something. I'd really appreciate it. You know, support humans and artists and what we do, and let's show these companies that we do not want something made by a machine. They really tried their best. They almost pulled the wool over our eyes and had us believe that everything was made by humans. They really did it, but whoever did this oopsie fuck up, really fucking shot them in the foot. But I don't know why there's not much more like outrage about this. Maybe they thought they could post this like on their Italian accounts and people wouldn't notice, or they just don't care anymore. The product is done. They sold it to Netflix. You all can scream and seethe and cope, but they forget that we still need to watch the show. Just because it's on Netflix doesn't mean we're obligated to watch it. There's already boycotts going on. There's already fans saying that they're going to renew their Netflix subscription just to watch this. They're not doing it anymore. And others are like, oh, we're watching it illegally. But I think I should also bring to the fact that there are some fans who are being honest and saying that they like Winx too much to boycott it, that they've been eagerly awaiting for something new, that they'll probably buy the merch. So I'm more respectful to those people who are upfront and honest about it, who aren't lying. But I would recommend that if you still want to consume it, do it illegally. I'm just saying. Can I say that? Yeah, I can say that. This is a free country. Well, I'm not in the free country, so I can say it even more. I am. What are you? I'd love to know. I'm so actually in emotional disarray by all of this. It makes so much sense now in hindsight. All the complaints, all the tisms. My gut was right, and I hated that I didn't listen to it. But if you all have proof that you made this, they keep saying they have proof that they had the design years ago. I have not seen a sketch. In all of the videos that we see about behind the scenes, they do have storyboards, but everything is just bare bones. If you have the sketches, show it to us. I think they've done it before, how they iterate on different ideas. But in this case, it's like one design is completely different from the next. We do not know how we got from point A to point B because everything is just generated. There is no thought process or creativity. I need to stop talking about this. I am going to break something. I hope you have a lovely day. I'm sorry if this tampered your mood. We just need to stick together and support actual artists doing actual cool things. Again, merch store made by a real fan of OG Winx who knows what they're doing. I really appreciate any support you can give the channel. Help yourself, help me. Help me help yourself by getting something that I also get. I cannot even words anymore. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Mwah. Bye.